Chapter 21 of The Adventures of Puss in Boots, Jr. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Kurt from Tucson, Arizona. The Adventures of Puss in Boots, Jr. by David Cory. Puss is heartily welcomed by Jack the Jumper. It was near nightfall. Puss Jr. was weary and footsore, for he had traveled far. No one had given him a thing to eat all day, and he was faint from the want of food. Darkness was coming upon him, and he looked about him to find a place to sleep. In the distance, a little light caught his eye, and hastening his steps toward it, he soon came to a small cottage. Looking through the open door, he was surprised to see resting on the floor a small brass candlestick. It was the flame from this that had attracted his attention and drawn his weary feet forward. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, and Jack jump over the candlestick. Over the candlestick leaped a small boy, and with a laugh turned toward the open door. "Can you jump over a lighted candlestick?" he asked. "I never tried," said Puss, "but I guess I can." "Don't singe your tail," cried Jack, as Puss prepared himself for the jump. "Don't worry," replied Puss Jr. "I think too much of my tail to spoil one single little hair." Gathering himself together, Puss jumped nimbly over the candle. "Good for you!" cried the little boy. "Oh, that's nothing," replied Puss. "I once belonged to a circus." "You did?" cried the little boy. "Tell me about it." "Well," said Puss, "there isn't much to tell. I was walking along one day and came up to a big tent. A man asked me if I would not like to join, and I said yes." "What did you do?" asked the little boy. "Oh, I rode a horse around the ring. I jumped through hoops covered with tissue paper, and I never slipped off. It was pretty good fun," sighed Puss Jr. "But, dear me, I'm so hungry. Can you get me some milk?" "Of course I can," replied the little boy. "You just sit down and see that candle doesn't blow out, and I'll run and tell Mother." In a few minutes he returned, followed by a motherly-looking woman. "Why, it's Puss in Boots," she said. "No, madam," replied Puss, "but I'm his son, and have been these many months trying to find my dear father." "And you haven't found him yet?" said the good woman. "No, not yet," replied our little hero, "but I hope to very soon." "Well, you shall have a good supper," said the kind woman, "for my little boy tells me you are hungry." In a few minutes Puss was eating a hearty supper, and then he followed the little boy up to his bedroom, where they both slept soundly all night long after Mother had blown out the light. End of chapter 21.